Hey guys, welcome back to another rapid review video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Silk Foundation Elixir, and this is by Physicians Formula. I wanted to try out a new foundation, and so I went to the store and I picked this one up because I thought it looked pretty cool. Plus I used to use one that was very similar to this by Physicians Formula and I loved it, and so I thought maybe this one might be the same, so I decided to give it a try, and I'm going to let you guys know what I think. So this foundation is 12 shades altogether. You can find it for $15.99, give or take, probably depending on the store, but on the Physicians Formula website it is $15.99, which is a decent price for a drugstore, I think. So this is 1 fluid ounce, and the way that they advertise this is ultra nourishing, ultra fluid, weightless, vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free, fragrance-free, gluten-free, and hypoallergenic. So this foundation to me wears extremely lightweight. If you're looking for something that doesn't have heavy coverage, I would definitely say go for this foundation because it is not a heavy coverage foundation and it's not high coverage as well. So this is definitely for somebody that wants a more natural finish, which is great. There's definitely people out there that want a more natural finish, and this is definitely the foundation for you. If you're looking for something that is buildable and you want very heavy coverage, this probably is not going to be for you. I would go for something else that's promoted more as like a heavy coverage. It looks extremely natural, which is really, really nice. I feel like this would be a great like summer foundation when you want just like a little bit of coverage. It's also extremely blendable, but I find that the best way to apply this is with a beauty blender. I feel like doing the dabbing motions is so much better than using a brush because I feel like a brush with this foundation makes it a little bit streaky and it's really hard to get like that really nice flawless look. But using a more of a bouncing technique, it definitely blends it out a little bit better and it kind of avoids that streakiness. And if you've never used a beauty blender, you just wet it down under your sink and you squeeze out all of the water and then you use it kind of damp. I also find that it's pretty long lasting, and it kind of surprises me because when I applied it, I kind of felt like it wasn't going to be long lasting, but I have not had any trouble with this foundation lasting on my skin. I have pretty normal skin, it's not overly dry and it's not overly oily, and I've had no problems with the lasting power. I do feel like if you have naturally extremely oily skin, this is probably not going to be for you. I feel like this might kind of wear off during the day if you already have oily skin. So if you do have oily skin, I might say pass on this, but if you have kind of normal to dry, I think that this is really, really great because it is pretty hydrating. As somebody that's trying to get used to lighter coverage foundations and kind of trying to be a little bit more comfortable with my natural skin, I have been really liking this because it does give me that lighter coverage on days where I don't want to wear too much makeup, but I also feel like it gives me a nice coverage, especially when I use concealer. The one thing that I do think with this though is you have to use a little bit of a setting powder. I use the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Powder, and I feel like this gives just a little bit more coverage, but it also helps it last a little bit longer. I feel like if you don't use a setting powder at all, it might kind of come off a little bit more throughout the day, but if you don't like that powdery look, you could definitely just use a translucent powder and just set it kind of in the T-zone area and then maybe under your eyes as well, and that should be good to go. So the downsides to this foundation is it does slightly oxidize. I wouldn't say it's too bad. I've definitely tried foundations that are worse in the oxidation department, but this does, I feel like, have just the slightest bit of oxidization. The second thing is it's extremely messy. If this was in a different container, I would love it 10 times more. So you're gonna see in the clips that I show you how messy this foundation is. I would love to take this on a like tropical vacation because it is so lightweight, but the only reason that I wouldn't is because it's so flippin' messy. It leaks out of the top so badly. There's absolutely no way to use this foundation in a clean way. I feel like it's impossible. I feel like it needs like a stopper or something to keep like the foundation from falling down the sides. If it was in a different container, I would rate this much higher. And the last issue is it's really hard to match. I was sitting in the store for like 10 years trying to figure out which color I needed, and I could not figure it out. The weird thing about this foundation is it looks really dark in the bottle, but when you kind of blend it onto your skin, it's almost like a different color. And I also felt like a lot of the colors were extremely similar in color. And also, I don't know if it was just my Walmart or what, but they didn't have like any of the dark shades. And I don't know if this is just certain stores that do this. So I kind of felt like that was kind of weird. You could go online and buy the darker shades, but the thing is because this is so hard to match, it's going to be hard to buy it online. So that's the only downside to this. I feel like their shade range could have been much higher, and I also feel like the differences between each shade should have been a little bit higher to kind of include more people and more skin tones. Overall, I like this foundation. I like how it wears and I like how it looks, and I definitely want to wear it from day to day. It's a foundation that I do pull for, but I just hate the packaging, and I don't know if I'm going to repurchase this because of the packaging alone. It's just so irritating, but I do actually like the foundation for a lighter coverage foundation. So I hope that answered all of your questions on this foundation, and I hope you are able to make a judgment on whether or not you want to buy it or not. I'm going to give this foundation, I'm going to give it 3.5 stars, which is still okay. I would say it's like an average foundation, but I've definitely tried foundations that I like more. So I'm gonna say 3.5 out of 5 stars for this foundation. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I hope you guys like my rapid review videos. Let me know in the comments below if there's any product that you would want to see a rapid review about, and I would be happy to do that for you guys, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Don't forget to check out my book channel, Carah About Books, my vlog channel, Carah's Life. Actually, it's not Carah's Life anymore, it's Our Wonderland Life. And also check out my socials, my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter, and all that kind of thing. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!